Hello, Facebook friends. It's Carla, your online doctor, with today's Live in 5. Today is Tuesday, January 7th. It is 5:05 p.m. Just as I was about to come on live, I got texts from like 3 different people. So I was trying to answer them real quick. I'll probably get a few more texts, but I wanted to hop on and not be too late. So we started talking yesterday about permanent body art tattoos. Okay, and we're talking all skin things this week, things that we do to our skin that may or may not be the best thing. So along the lines of body art, we have to discuss a similar topic, permanent makeup. Sounds wonderful, right? Wake up with your eyeliner and your eyebrows all ready to go, maybe even your lipstick or lip liner or whatever it is. Too good to be true. I was this close to getting it done, and my daughter mentioned that she was thinking about getting a tattoo. And that's what prompted part of the talk for yesterday, along with a couple of other conversations I've had with people. And I said, okay, I got to think about this, because if I get my eyebrows done, she's going to say, why can't I do it? Or why can't I do something similar? So here we go. In the hands of a skilled person, the procedure to apply is basically pretty safe, okay? But understand the regulatory agencies haven't kept pace with the growth of the industry. And there are lots of unqualified people out there. Hello, Teresa. So permanent makeup is a micropigmentation similar to tattoos injected beneath the upper layers of the skin using needles. The most common area done is eyeliner, followed by eyebrows, like microblading, and then followed by lip color. It can be done by anyone from a dermatologist to a nurse to an esthetician or a tattooist. That is such a word. Or just anybody who has the equipment. Seriously, okay? The agency, like I said, this is a non-regulated area, so you could be going to somebody's home. They don't even have to do it in a salon or any place at all. Okay, the adverse reactions to permanent makeup include allergic reactions to the pigment in the days or weeks following the procedure, but can occur as much as many years later. It doesn't necessarily mean you're out of the woods if a month goes by and you haven't had a problem. I don't know anybody who's had a problem years after, but there are many reports of allergic reactions occurring later. Now, the safest pigment that is used is called iron oxide. It's actually an inert substance, meaning it doesn't really react in your body. But surprisingly, the riskiest ingredients, this surprised me, are plant-based, natural, and organic. For some reason, the body attacks it much more than something like iron oxide. So where I would want to go with an all-natural, that might not be the best way for this, okay? The additional risks include, just like yesterday, granulomas and keloids, which would kind of look pretty disgusting on your eyelids, your eyebrows, and your lips, okay? If you form a keloid on a tattoo that's on your lower back, okay, it stinks, but it's not really going to be seen by anybody. But right on your face, seriously, people, if you scar and your wounds heal poorly, don't do this. Okay, just saying. Okay, so let me see, where was I? Okay, in addition, even though these are quote unquote permanent, they can fade and will often need touching up. Okay, some as early as 1 to 2 months after the procedure. Oftentimes they make you come back for touching up or filling in. Again, I don't know how they charge, if it's a one-time charge and then the filling in kind of thing is free. But touch-ups years later, that's going to cost you more. Okay. In addition, some colors can migrate and can become quite creepy and bizarre looking, usually more associated with black ink than any other color. But imagine your eyeliner kind of like running down a little bit. Like, it's bad enough when your regular makeup runs, but if your permanent makeup runs, that would really be a bummer. Now, interesting, no color additives no color additives have been approved by the FDA for injecting under the skin. Okay, so don't fall for that if you go to a place that claims they use FDA approved colors. There is no such thing when it comes to injecting these things into your skin. They may be approved for other uses, but not for this. Okay, so they can claim it all they want, but it's not approved for this use. Now, what if you change your mind later and you want your tattoo or your permanent makeup removed? Or you don't like the results? I mean, like, seriously, that would just be awful. Okay, so it's not as easy as you think. First of all, it's expensive and not a very simple procedure, and it comes with its own risks. Okay, so you can do certain things. Number one, they have creams that can fade tattoos, or if used often, they can assist in laser treatments, which can remove the tattoos, but maybe by decreasing the number of sessions you need to go. Unfortunately, the creams use chemicals like trichloroacetic acid, which can cause burning, scarring, inflammation, and skin discoloration. Okay, so that's just from the creams to try and get rid of your tattoo or your permanent makeup. Number two, they recommend salt treatments. They're also used, but the rate of scarring is high due to damage of the outer layers of the skin, the epidermis. Number three, they use dermabrasion. Okay, that's been used. And lastly, laser treatments. That's probably the best thing. Everyone goes, no, just get a laser treatment and get it removed. Well, first of all, laser treatments are mucho bucks. Okay, very expensive, a lot more than it costs to get the tattoo or the permanent makeup in the first place. Basically what they do, it's pulses of light are used to break up the ink under the skin. The results vary depending on the type of laser and the wavelength that's used. It's much better for tattoos than permanent makeup. Greater risk for damage and possible severe hypopigmentation, which means making it paler, or turning the makeup black, leaving you worse than you started. And again, as I said, it could require up to as many as 10 sessions to get this stuff removed. So as I said yesterday with a tattoo, make sure you know what you're doing and make sure this is really what you want. For the amount of time it takes me to put on my eyebrows and my eyeliner on a daily basis, which is probably about a minute or two, I think I'd rather do that than worry about any of the risks. Hey, that's just me. I was this close to getting microblading done. I have a name, I have a number, and I have been delaying since the summer. Maybe I've been delaying for a reason. So glad I did this talk. I'm off the bandwagon. So, on that note, I hope you guys are having an awesome, awesome day. And we're going to continue this talk about skin things we do to our skin tomorrow. So be back tomorrow for another Live in 5.